Hi guys, welcome to the Music B&B. My name is Callum J, and today we're reacting to Asakayla with the album Artifact. Now, Artifact isn't just a rock opera, it's an epic journey through power, fate, and the battle of free will. Created by Asakayla Erin Redfire during personal loss, it started as a tribute and evolved into a grand musical saga with a powerful cast, haunting melodies, and deep themes of morality, corruption, and destiny. This story challenges you to rethink the cycles of history and your own choices. Expect intense voice acting, poetic storytelling, and a soundtrack that hits hard. So it follows the story of Queen Ara, a visionary ruler who ascends to power after discovering a scepter of Luna, an artifact of untold influence. She gathers more relics to shape the world according to her dream, but tensions rise. Loyalty fractures, allegiances shift, and prophecy begins to unfold. But when warnings of ruin emerge, those closest to her must decide, is Ara forging a better future, or unknowingly leading the realm towards its undoing? So let's dive into it. A lot to unpack there. Big world being built. Let's dive in. Track 1, The Architects of Time and Memory. Quite ominous. We've got some rushing water as well.
In the dawn of eons, the ancient architects of time and memory had forged relics, embedding their very essences within them. Shrouded in secrecy, these artifacts lay dormant until destiny beckoned the bold to unearth them. Crafted by the ancients to echo their essence throughout the ages, each harbored the power to reshape the cosmos, a power not bestowed without its perilous toll for the wielders of these artifacts.
So these artifacts, they feel very much like, I don't know, Triforce-esque. It reminds me of a Zelda. Ooh. Sounds cool. Loving the sharpness of the percussion. Nice voice, okay. Ooh. So this is Queen Ara searching and found an item that held power, a relic. Beautifully produced. Nice. There are moments of space, of reflection. This feels like a song of determination. Tell you what, there's quite a few tracks on here, you know? Quite a few. I'm just going to get my notebook. I can make some notes as I'm going along so I don't forget stuff. Make some notes of things I'm noticing. one massive build-up, this. One big build-up. Call the New Horizon, it will come to me. Yeah, this is all like one big build. Big load of excitement. Big load of things to come. It's loud and it's
Good day,
proud.
my lord. The air is sweet today, don't you think? Can you hear the birds? They sing so sweetly, as if in praise of Ara herself. Things have never been better.
It may seem so at first glance, Ethan, but if you look deeper, you'd see all is not as it should be. The natural order has been torn asunder. No good can come of it. This won't last.
Some people aren't happy.
With all due respect, my lord, I must disagree. Ara is no ordinary ruler. She's a scholar, one who has dedicated her life to understanding the past. She sees far deeper than most, certainly deeper than those who long for the old ways.
She became queen because of that scepter. Without it, she'd just be a scholar still. Who's to say her dreams are any more perfect than yours or mine?
It's a good point.
I
She's
still
just got the
address you with
scepter.
respect, my lord, though we are now equals. Afforded the same opportunities, those who oppose Ara's vision seek control, discord, chaos.
We wouldn't want that,
for her
not in our
power,
land.
That would be our reality. But instead, we have a paradise. Why would anyone want to throw that away?
Well, who among us hasn't had a nightmare?
Good
Ethan?
points from
I
everyone.
don't envy her power. I fear it.
This is
No one
Ethan
should
and
wield
Dalton
such force. It's too
arguing over
dangerous.
And that, my
Queen
lord,
Ara
is why she is queen.
and her right to be
She
queen.
bears the burden of the scepter, fully aware of its cost. Good day, my lord.
Good day indeed.
Good day indeed. Oh, how rude.
Yorick, it's been too long. What
Yorick's-
news do you bring from the realm? Much has changed since last we met, I suspect.
Roland, indeed, the world outside these timeless walls
One of
is
the,
ever changing, but one constant remains.
The voice of
Queen
Roland
Ara
sounds a
and
bit
the
like Bob
dream she has
Fossil from Mighty
forged for
Boosh.
us all.
Queen Ara? I've heard whispers, tales of her vision and the power she wields. But tell me, Yorick, what do you see in her that compels you to stand by her side?
I see more than a queen, Roland. I see a beacon of hope in a world once fractured and lost. Ara's power is not just in the scepter she wields, but in the dreams she carries for our realm. She fights not for dominion, but for unity, for a future where peace is more than just a fleeting
So she's
dream.
more than just her scepter.
Peace?
That's what we're getting
It's a
here.
rare thing, almost too good to believe. And yet, you speak of it as if it's within our grasp. What makes you so certain, Yorick? What is it you've seen?
I've seen her heart, Roland. I've seen the weight she bears, the sacrifices she's made. Not for power, but for the well-being of our people.
I'd like to know
I
about
was
some of
there
these
when she discovered
sacrifices.
the Scepter of Luna, when she chose to wield it not as a
All I
weapon,
know is she sung a song
but
saying
as a
that
tool
she's got the
to
power.
heal our broken world. Her strength lies not just in her power, but in her resolve to use it for good.
But such power, it can corrupt even the noblest of souls. You trust that she will remain true? That her dreams won't turn to nightmares?
I trust her because I've seen her in moments of doubt and fear. She has never wavered in her purpose. She carries the burden of that power with a humility that I've seen in few. That is why I fight for her, Roland, because I believe in the world she envisions. A world where we can all
So she's
stand
rather
together,
humble about herself, I
united
think.
and free.
Your faith in her is unshakable. It's rare to find such loyalty, such belief in a cause.
Maybe you should try a roller.
Perhaps it's time I find my own place.
I do find voice acting very good.
Roland, your place is wherever you choose it to be. But if you ever wish to join our fight, know there is always a place for you
Plus,
at our side.
The
Together,
ambience
we can make her
should be
dream
praised.
a reality.
Perhaps I will, but for now, take this sword, Yorick. Let it serve you well in the
Ooh,
battles
been
ahead.
given a sword.
and may it strike true.
So the ambience is
The
good.
name
You've
of
got
our
the
queen.
sounds of children in the
Thank you,
background,
I will
an anvil
wield it
being
with
hit.
honor for Ara and for the dream we all share.
You've also just got a long-held
Ara's
swell synth. Well, not swell, just a.
Perhaps it's time I took up my
That
own
isn't
part
obvious
in it.
unless you listen to it. Okay.
Queen Ara awakened to her destiny, understood that to harness her ultimate power, she must gather all the ancient relics. With a dream teetering on the brink of reality, she dispatched her valiant knight, Yorick, to reclaim the pendant of the Ark from its sanctum.
So
perched
Yorick von
upon a
Liechtenstein.
forsaken peak.
Knight's Tale, what a film. Okay. So we've had a bit of world building, conversations going on so we can understand a bit what's going on. Now we're at Pendant of the Ark. I think this sounds more like a track, doesn't it?
How high must I climb for you? Oh, how high must I climb for you?
Bass working hard.
To seek what you lay for.
This is Yorick singing.
My queen must have lost her mind. There's no shortage of danger up here, up here. Oh, I feel in air, and I climb ever higher. The air is thin. At any moment I could expire. Steal yourself, Yorick. Your mission is pure. What I truly seek is a world with pain no more. On the horizon, atop the mountain,
Great vocalist again.
I can see the temple.
Perhaps for a song, it's missing a hook, catch. Almost like
Feel the wind flowing through me.
perhaps there will be a hook coming again,
Must be
but it
destiny.
shouldn't speak too
I
soon.
feel right now.
But something I can cling to, my head can go, oh yeah, got it, that's your chorus, that's your hook. Vocals, man.
Almost there, and my lungs are on fire. At any moment, I could expire. Steal yourself, Yorick. Your mission is pure.
See, this Steal Yourself
Yourself,
has been repeated before, but it doesn't feel chorusy.
destiny is near. I will have the
Feels a bit like the intro track, which is like, okay, we're building to something. I know my mission, I'm going forwards to it. But I don't know, it feels like the intro track, it works as an intro, it just makes it building to something. If we're still building, it works. We're climbing a mountain, we're building. So I guess in the story, this is like your build-up, isn't it? We're going to get to the problem soon. And then how it's going to be resolved, the resolution. This is Dawn's Foresight.
Your Majesty, Ara, I must speak with you. The shadows have deepened since last we talked. The relics, they've given you great power, but they've also cast long shadows over your court. I fear for the path you tread.
Dorn, you come to me with these concerns again? Every relic I've acquired has brought us closer to the unity we've long sought. The Scepter of Luna, it is the key to our future, to a realm where all are united under one will. But is that not what we've worked for?
We did.
Bit of a
Ara,
dictatorship.
but the path we
I'm feeling.
envisioned was one of harmony, not dominance.
Exactly,
The
Dawn.
obsidian lens. It shows me futures where your dreams turn to nightmares, where the realm fractures under the weight of your ambition. I beg you, remember the wisdom that guided you before the scepter's power began to cloud your judgment.
Cloud my judgment? Dorn, you underestimate what we've achieved. These relics, this power, they are necessary to bring order to a world that has only known chaos. Your visions,
I feel like
they are nothing more
sometimes
than
Ara
shadows,
speaks too quietly.
haunting whispers meant to sow
difficult to hear.
doubt where there should be none.
I think there needs to be a bit more brightness in the
These
vocal
are not
mixing
mere
there.
shadows,
Just
Ara.
ever so
They are
slightly.
warnings.
But I'm listening through quite
Echoes of what
bassy
would come
monitor
to pass
speakers
if
right
you
now.
continue down this path. The court, it is changing. What was once a place of shared dreams is now ruled by fear and silence. The nobles, your closest advisors, they are beginning to question your intent.
They question me because they lack the vision to see what I see.
Oh, she's got
The
powers.
power I wield
Tell
is
us the
not to be
voice is going
feared,
strange.
but embraced. I will not be swayed by fearful murmurings of those who cannot grasp the full scope of what we can achieve.
Ara, you're drifting away from the queen I once knew. The woman who sought to heal the realm, not
Here
rule
comes
with an
the
iron
problem.
fist. If you continue on this course, I fear you will lose more than just the loyalty of your court. You will lose yourself.
Perhaps it is you who has lost your way, Dorn. Your visions have blinded you to the reality before us. I do not need a seer who doubts me at every turn. I need those who believe in the future that I am building. If you cannot stand by my side with unwavering faith, then it is time you step back.
As you wish, your majesty. But know this. My counsel was never meant to undermine you, only to protect the dream we once shared. I will take my leave, but I will continue to watch and to hope that you find your way back before it is too late.
The future belongs to those who shape it, not those who fear it.
So much tension right now. This is
At
Night of the
last.
Dream.
The pendant.
Who dares to step inside this sacred place?
I am Yorick, Knight of Queen Ara's court. I have come in service of the dream of a better realm.
The dream of Luna persists among the eons. The great cycle repeats. Why dost thou desire the pendant of the Ark?
Not for myself, but for my queen, that I might serve her will and bring about utopia for all.
Step forward, Yorick.
This is the key to the dream. With this, we will bring about the world Ara envisions.
You bear Knight of the Dream. The power of the Ark is not to be wielded lightly. It binds to those who seek it, but it also binds their fate. Once claimed, the path forward is irreversible. Do you accept this burden, knowing the cost it may demand?
I accept
I
it
want to picture
for the
this
sake of the
sacred
realm
place.
and for the future
Picturing
Queen
a
Ara
cave.
envisions. Whatever the cost, I will bear it.
Then take the pendant, Yorick, and may it guide you true. But remember, the path you walk is one of great peril. Tread carefully, for the dream you serve is fragile, and the power you now wield is both a gift and a curse.
I understand, and I will not falter.
He's got a power and a cost to it. I like Yorick. I hope he's okay.
Yorick, having claimed the Pendant of Arc from its lonely mountain throne, draped its weight around his neck, the descent echoing with the whispers of power and peril. Meanwhile, Queen Ara had shut herself in the catacombs beneath her palace in search for the enigmatic Emerald Chalice, that which, when drank from, granted eternal youth.
Oh, okay. Like the Holy Grail? Similar? The Emerald Chalice, track 10. I'm just making note mainly of the songs. Trap style drumming, okay. This is cool. It's got a melody here. Sometimes I think you can feel with this kind of genre trying to fit in a lot of exposition, and that doesn't do the song justice occasionally. Like, lest it fall into the wrong hands, but in the back of my mind it just feels like we're trying to fit a lot in, you know? When we get to the songs, it should be more poem-like, perhaps.
Do these hands belong to me? No matter the case, from this emerald chalice I shall drink.
I think this is my favourite song of the three we've had so far. We've had Lunacetta, the Pendant and the Arc, and the Emerald Chalice. What would be cool is to have a version of this album that is just the song. Once you've kind of been through it, the whole thing, and you just want to go back to enjoy the music, you know, having an album that is like that would work. There probably is one, you know, now that I say that. It's like your favourite musicals. The album of the musical, you want to hear just the hits, don't you?
Is someone there?
Stories of a time long
It
past.
seems fate has brought us together, traveler. You found something special here.
Yorick,
I didn't expect to
Ara.
find anyone else out here. Especially not someone like you.
Someone like
What
you.
brings you to these ruins?
I'm here to study the lore of the ancients. These walls, they hold stories of a time long past. Would you like to hear one?
I'd like that very much.
Long ago, there was a people who lived in harmony with the world around them. They believed their dreams had the power to shape reality, that by holding on to their vision, they could create something beautiful. But as their dreams grew brighter, so too did the shadows they cast. They lost themselves in their pursuit of perfection, forgetting the balance that had once guided them.
It's a powerful story, and the way you tell it, it feels more like a glimpse into your own heart than a history lesson.
Perhaps it is. The past is full of lessons, but it's the future that holds the real promise.
You speak of the past, but I can't help but feel like you're talking about the future. Our future.
These ruins, they're a reminder that while dreams can build, they can also destroy. It's a delicate balance, one we must tread carefully. The future is what we make of it. And sometimes fate guides us to the right people at the right time to help us shape it.
I believe that too. Meeting you.
Something going on
It
between
feels
these
like
two.
something I've been waiting for, without even realizing it.
Fate has a way of guiding us, Yorick, even when we least expect it. I'm glad our paths crossed today. There's much we can learn from each other, and perhaps more than that.
Yorick gonna have some fun. Yorick's descent.
I'm on my way, Ara. I'm on my way.
They're not just talking to each other? Is this a flashback? Stories of a time long past.
As Queen Ara sipped from the chalice, a frenzied surge of power engulfed her, wielding not just the dreams of eternity, but also bestowing her with perpetual youth. As she awaited Yorick's return with the pendant of the Ark, a palpable tension gripped her cords.
Ooh.
Through her transformation filled them with dread. None dared voice their fears,
why would you?
intimidated by her overwhelming new fervor.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, the isolation of Yorick's journey allowed the power of the pendant to seep deeper into his being, imbuing him with extraordinary vitality. Yet, beneath this facade of invincibility, a persistent doubt gnawed at him. Had his allegiance set him on a path of righteousness, or was he merely hurtling towards destruction? A day's ride from his destination, an ambush was struck.
Oh no.
Not all were loyal to the Ascendant Queen, and Yorick found his path beset upon by her adversaries, who wielded an artifact of their own, that which granted the sight of future. The Obsidian Lens.
Oh, they knew what was coming. They had the Obsidian Lens. Obsidian Lens.
Well, such is my luck to run into an esteemed knight of the ladies' court. To what do I owe the
I think I'm starting to get it though with these songs. I'm thinking I'm still in album head mode. But let's be honest, this is musical mode, isn't it? It's gonna be like an opera. People talking to each other while singing.
You may call me dumb in all this. You are surrounded. This is a test, you see. The metric, your loyalty for your lady or for your life. What do you choose? Tell me what's the verdict.
Gives me Jesus Christ Superstar vibes. Especially with that bass. Would say to make this a little bit more humanized, have a real bass. It's a bit too MIDI. And it's spoiling it for me, I think, that kind of cheap plasticky bass sound. Not giving away who the master is. Yeah, the bass is a shame really, because production has been pretty good to this point, but either you choose a bass that doesn't sound, that's deliberately like synthy and doesn't sound like some kind of halfway between a real bass and a fake bass, you know what I mean? Also, Dawn and Yorick's singing voices are very similar. Almost like I'm thinking it's the same person singing. Kind of feel like I need slightly more varied voices when they're singing.
It's exactly as I've seen. Luckily, I know my part. And now I shall depart. But remember this, the end is not yet begun. Forsake her, Yorick, it must be done.
So forsake her. Now we're on to Act 2.
In the heat of their confrontation,
Future of the
Yorick's
Realm.
blade had come perilously close to claim the Dawn's life. However, the obsidian lenses, with their prophetic power, revealed the imminent danger to Dawn just in time. With a swift maneuver born of premonition, Dawn was able to stay the hand of death itself.
Thank you, Obsidian
His
Lens.
companions, loyal and steadfast, quickly regrouped around him, their faces etched with concern and resolve. They understood the stakes were high, not just for their own lives, but for the future of the realm.
I'm really getting into this story, it's good. Onyx and Sapphire Circlet. Circlet, even.
In her quest she'll never rest until all relics are retrieved, spelling doom for us according to the ancient prophecy. So hear me now, we shall not tarry. This realm is endangered. Gather round and listen to me. I have a plan, it's just my word. I know of an ancient temple where a certain circlet lay. Within we could then the queen's spell break. So when dawn does rise to the temple we do hurry. Surely there are traps and ancient treachery. But with my obsidian eyes that grant me foresight, I will lead and you will follow me.
Okay, so they're trying to find a way to take her down. Catchy choral singing. Cool beat. So turning up the heat in my room. I'm a bit chilly. Just a little bit.
In this temple's heart, where secrets sleep, as guardians grim, the shadows creep. The sacred place where curses weep. We march inside the stakes so steep. Hear my words, the path ahead is fraught with peril, doubt, and dread. Yet this journey ends where evil bred to snatch the circlet from its bed. The winding halls where whispers lie beneath the earth under the sky. Circlet near, our hopes are high. We'll break the spell or die to try. So steel your souls, let fear subside. My obsidian eyes will be our guide. In the heart of the temple.
Catchy choral singing. Nice to get to have a hook.
Sapphire gleams. Approach it with respect for the power it holds. Can free us from tyranny or curse our souls.
Enjoyable. These tracks are getting a bit better as we go along. As for enjoyability. Emerald Chalice.
Onyx and Sapphire
Onyx and Sapphire Circle, very good.
Yorick had at the same moment returned to Queen Ara's castle. Ascending the spiral staircase to the observatory, he found Queen Ara alone,
Oh,
gazing
He's
through
gonna get
a
it.
looking glass that she might discern the whereabouts of more relics of ancient power. Yorick, harboring dread at the remembrance of Dawn's words about the prophecy, was conflicted. He clutched the pendant of the Ark in
We
his
don't know
hand
what to do.
tightly as he spoke to her.
oh, Yorick, tread carefully.
My queen, I have done as you asked. The pendant of the Ark is within my grasp. From the peak of the world, I have reclaimed it. This was no simple task. My night, by all the stars surrounding us tonight, you have my gratitude. With this, I foresee a world made anew. The chains that bind us, we may eschew, all thanks to you.
Trying to be nice, isn't she? Hey.
This gift, I had some doubts that maybe you could lift.
I don't think you should ask.
Accosted was I by a rogue with obsidian eyes. He claimed he's
Good luck.
son and to the future you hope to bring. Let them see ends where we see beginnings. All futures worth our winning require some sinning. Tell me, dear knight, will you falter now? When our gold gleams so brightly within another route we may take.
That is for me to decide. Do you defy me?
It's almost a nice dreamy kind of sound, this. But I think as her tone darkens, I almost kind of wish the music was going to go darker, like, do you defy me? You know, a bit of darkness behind it.
So the prophecy you have heard. Know this from a liar's tongue, that rumor was born.
I believe not in dawn, and to you and oath I have sworn. But my conscience leads me to betray you. I'm sorry, Ara. The pendant will never pass to your hands.
Okay, I think you made the right decision, but I think there's going to be some problems coming up.
Yorick, having confronted Ara, made his daring escape from her castle,
Oh, how did he get away from her?
evading death at the
I wanna know how
hands
he
of
got
the
away.
many guards with the aid of the pendant. Invulnerable, yet not immune to pain, Yorick wept as he took flight.
a bit too high up.
where he could not be found to guard the pendant from Ara. He thought of Dawn's warning once more. The doubt in his mind grew into a storm that raged inside him as the answers to his burning questions remained out of reach. Meanwhile, at the edge of the realm lie a village where time dare not tread. In that place, far from Ara's reach, lived a blacksmith by the name of Roland, who was in possession of the relic known as the Golden Helm. Passed through his bloodline
So a
from
village
father to son for
out of time.
generations. This helm granted
There's a
to
blacksmith
whoever
who makes a
donned it
golden
the
helm.
ability to transverse time itself.
And it can time travel. Time traveling helm. Is a helm short for a helmet? I think so. No. A helm is a tiller or wheel for steering a ship or boat. Okay. Not a helmet. It's a wheel or a handle. To helm a ship, of course. And this is the golden helm. A bit like the golden fleece, but with a wheel.
Sometimes I wish I could go back and follow a different path.
This is the blacksmith singing.
Where would that lead me? To when would I find reprieve? Oh, the helm on the mantle mocks me. It desires to corrupt me. I've heard the stories from my fathers. To beware, it's maddening, although this I swear to you, Father.
Nice gravel to the voice, I think, of Roland. Nice gravel.
I remember this.
The helm is not just a relic, my son. It is a test.
A test, Father?
Yes. For generations, we have guarded it. Not to wield its power freely, but to protect it and the world from what it could do.
I can still hear him. As if it was yesterday.
The power of the helm is immense, but so is the burden it carries. Time itself bends to its will. But one wrong step, and the past, the future, they can both be undone.
But why can't we use it to fix things, Father? To make things better?
Because, my son, time is not ours to
Imagine
command.
living in a place where
It is a
constant
force
echo.
beyond us,
Get
one
annoying.
we must respect. Our legacy
I like it though, it does give a
is to guard it,
feeling of
to
timelessness.
ensure no one misuses its power. You'll understand in time, just as all who've borne this responsibility have.
I'll try my best, Father. Good night. Father,
Roland,
please, do not be angry, but I do understand now.
you've donned
That was a
the
flashback
helm.
to
I had
young
to.
Roland. This
The
is older
uncertainty,
Roland.
the stories of Yorick and Queen Ara, they've stirred something in me. I needed to know.
So you have come to seek answers. It is the same with all who wear the helm. Unspoken, yes, but none who've carried it could fully resist its call.
Is it wrong then to seek what the helm shows?
Not wrong. It is part of the burden we bear. The helm's power calls to those who hold it, but that does not mean we wield it lightly. Your quest is now your own, Roland. It was always meant to be.
Then I must see it through. Though I fear what it will lead me to.
Time influences itself.
Well, I like that.
The future
Time influences
and the
itself.
past, they are intertwined. What you do now, what you discover, will shape not only what is to come, but what has already been.
Then I'll go and find what I need to.
I'm proud of you, my son. I always have been. And I believe in you. You'll find the strength to do what must be done.
Thank you for always believing in me. I know what must be done, and I go to it. I wish this wasn't the last time I could see you, but I know it must. Goodbye, Father. Thank you for everything you taught me. Who was that man?
Oh. Right,
You
because
know
there's
when
a
it
place
is
that's
time,
timeless.
my son.
Young baby
When it is
Roland
time.
guy. And older Roland appeared. Because they can appear around the same... It's time travel. Time travel. Yeah, I
And
get it.
so, Roland donned the golden helm and set off into the vastness of time on a quest to discover the truth, that which had evaded him for so long.
Get it,
Back
brother.
at Dawn's camp, Dawn and his companions were resting after their successful dungeon splunking endeavor.
Oh, I love that.
When the fire
Dungeon
died
splunking.
down and most among the group had retired, friend of Dawn, a young fighter named Lysa, had decided to wander into the night air, compelled by a dream of voices that whispered to her, beckoning her to discover yet another relic, that which promised to unlock the gate to her hidden potential.
What could these voices offer me?
Acts of Might.
I've never wanted more than to be free, but I can feel something lurking near. A spell of darkness in the woods appears. Shall I follow the whisper's guidance, or let the shadows ride past? Set upon by Ara's minions, though they are strong, I am mighty.
Powerful, powerful voice. There's so many amazing voices in this project.
Something
strong vocals.
darkness ahead. And next in a great storm. What have I found? What was that sound? What's this feeling deep inside? Like I can no longer hide.
Lysa, now possessing the Axe of Might, returned to Dawn's camp.
Got
determined
Lysa
to
with an
storm
axe
Ara's
of might.
castle with the others when the sun rose on a new morning. When dawn came, they began their journey. Even with the collective power they had amassed, the encroaching
I don't think using
confrontation
when
left
Dawn came,
palpable
when you got a character called
anxiety,
Dawn,
not easily swayed.
is a good way to describe it. It may confuse listeners.
My lady, there is a group of rebels approaching the southern gate.
Insolent fools, devoid of vision. Let them come. Be ready for anything. I was spawn ready. Ha! I will not fall.
Sounds like it's going to like a metal breakdown.
Exactly as I have seen. Beware our might, fools.
Double bass.
You really stand against utopia. I will bring beauty to this world. It is as I have dreamed.
This feels very much like a sort of anime kind of running fast kind of fighting thing. You know, everyone their arms behind them. Anime fight song. That's what I'm putting in my notes.
Your quest ends now. The relics will not be claimed by the likes of you. I am the storm you cannot hide. You've brought me the relics. My power will never subside. You will not pass into the world of prosperity. Promise through my dreams. My lady, nothing is as it seems. Power corrupts absolutely. Admit you know nothing. The love can be born of tyranny. Of that we shall
Drums go crazy. Harmonies, okay. I think it's the first time we've had some like real harmonies actually. Like it.
Behold the power you were never destined to possess. I shall not alter. It is for me to decide. Then make your choice.
Oh, the Onyx and Sapphire Circlet is being used to thwart the Queen. Ara has been killed.
Tis done.
Right?
What shall we do now?
Rally the survivors. This is exactly as I've seen. I know what we must do.
Okay, Ara's gone, I think. We're into Act 3, Echoes of the Past Splendor.
In the not-so-distant future, the blacksmith Roland had arrived in a world in ruins. Darkened skies and echoes of the past splendor had replaced the peaceful vistas Roland once knew. In his quest for answers, Roland encountered Lysa, foraging the remains of the decaying ruins.
The answers. Cool beat.
I walk through ruins where whispers cry amidst the ashes of what once stood high. In this wasteland, all I see is blind.
I'm liking the back and forth conversation here.
To bring our strain to its end. Through power we held, relics in hand. We slew the queen and seized her land.
And Dorn took the throne, scepter in grasp.
Dawn's taking the throne with the scepter. Okay.
Hold us so fast. What turns our dreams to shattered glass? What happened then, and how did it pass?
For a time there was peace to see.
Beautiful.
But then my young took hold of him. That power he gained, he sought to keep. Turned on me, and I had to flee.
Now Dorn seeks what remains untold, to gather the relics and regain control. Lysa, tell me, what must we do? Is there hope for this world anew?
To the peak of the world we must travel and find Yorick, the old Queen's knight. He has the peace that might unravel the twisted dreams of the new king's blight.
Then we shall ride together.
And Dawn's roll, we shall
But it's a bit long, this, I'd say.
What will unfold at this sight?
Could this have been said
This
more
will
quickly?
not be our final fight,
with less
but
words?
by your acts of might,
A faster
and
pace?
the gold helm's light, and for what we know is good and right,
It's a
we
bit
shall hold
repetitive
back
in there.
Dorn and the oncoming night.
You know, it's nice. A little long in terms of trying to get the message across, I feel. Just ever so slightly.
Roland and Lysa began their arduous trek to the top of the Forsaken Peak, to the very temple Yorick was first sent. The winds and terrain against them, with the treacherous dangers ahead, Lysa made use of her axe to slay any foes that stood in their way. But only one obstacle remained before they could fulfill their role. As they entered the temple at the top of the mountain, they found Yorick meditating under a crumbling statue of an ancient. The pendant of the Ark draped around his neck.
Pendant, they foreshadowed it. The wielders.
To the depths of this temple I retreat to reflect upon the relics that burden and our destinies connect.
I'd say like musically as well, apart from songs towards the start where there were a few more interesting elements going on, it's getting a bit similar musically, like trying out different things instrumentally. work. Like the same bass sound being used a lot. I appreciate we got the piano here. And musically, the majority of the song is kind of a similar like things being used, so it's not like a different chord change or something for the chorus. It's quite looped in that sense with some of the songs. Be interesting to go to like maybe the relative minor or relative major, you know, in some of the songs, to give like different sections to the music. Wow, very good. Come on, Yorick. Yorick's on it.
Cannot be defeated. If it is the pendant you seek, then your task will remain incomplete. For while it remains in my grasp, I will not allow it.
Lysa, don't!
With this axe of might, your grasp I'll smite.
Impossible.
Your time is up.
Lysa, what have you done? It wasn't supposed to end like this!
No!
Needed to be done.
I implore you. Is not but folly. If you truly wish for a world restored, these relics should lay for.
Get rid of those relics, guys. They're no good for anyone.
Yorick's dying breath echoed through the hallowed temple. Lysa was swift to recover the pendant and adorn it around her neck.
No Lysa.
Roland stood around for a moment, letting the silence wash over him, before the two began their descent down the mountain in aim to confront King Dorn. Roland fashioned stones to mark a grave for poor Yorick, who gave his life to duty.
What my hands have wrought.
By my hands it was made. From the town he came, a knight of valor. Not then did I know I would share his final hour. Oh, Yorick, today you are made a saint. You face the night complaint. How cruel the world is to rob us of you. Our ambition, I assure you, is honest and true. So hear us now, a world out wide. Is this what you want, a place without light? How many more heroes must be buried this way?
It's a nice, like, tribute song to Yorick, the passing away.
Realize our folly on the very last day.
So much emotion in the voice.
Sleep now, Yorick, my friend. You were laid to rest, but I swear this is not your end.
Good, good. Like in the dead air, actually, after it's kind of a reflective moment after someone has passed away.
In a week's time, they had traveled to Dawn's castle, but to their surprise, no attempts to thwart their entrance were made. As they trepidatiously sought the center of the palace, they found Dawn sitting on his throne, surrounded by the relics he had collected.
Feels like boss battle music. Dawn has a lot of relics.
I have seen this moment. Everything that transpires must eventually expire.
Traitor! You will pay for what you've done.
Hold, Lysa. Let's but speak. But not in your haste make us weak.
Dawn commands the darkness. We must fight.
Silence! Now then, in your quest you have come far. 'Twould be a shame not to reveal the truth of who we are. You
Bit serious
see,
now.
the ancients live through us. These artifacts make us their vessels, but we wielders are not permanent. No, we return to the ferment and to the next vessel's hands. They must be given. Lysa, my dear friend.
You are not my friend. You are a fiend.
It is as I have dreamed. I give you the chance to succeed me. Do you accept?
I was saying, like, come on, join me.
As is your role in all of
And
this,
you'll get to
just
also have
as
these
I
powers
have
soon.
seen. Very well. You've made your choice.
Do the powers and stuff.
Now what of you, Roland?
Cool sound
Do you
effects.
accept your destiny?
This isn't what I wanted. I only sought the answers.
And the answers are clear. You have your choice to make. But remember, we are the wielders, and it is we who we face.
Wow. What a voice. What a voice.
Why must it be this way, Dawn? You pull in reality with malice and scorn. Beneath your veil, prophetic plots and reasons. All I see is a man whose soul's committed treason.
Foolish Roland, here you stand, but will not fight. Your companion is dead, who wielded the might. Can't you feel the world is in my grip? It's tied. No more words, no more songs to end the night. Can't you see that what I believe will make us free?
Emperor electricity sounds there, wasn't it?
Bring me the answers! Wait! No! You defy destiny! That is your burden, not mine. I didn't see that coming. Huh. Well, no matter.
How much gold? Bring me the answers. Interesting. Okay. What does it mean?
Roland, in a desperate attempt to set things right, though mortally wounded, flung himself into the past. He encountered a young Ara in a poor village, ravaged
time
by
travel
war
time.
and suffering.
It's Endgame.
Roland, exhausted and nearly dead, contemplated his options. A dark thought came across his mind, but it was swiftly ignored. Roland had
You're gonna try and
endured too much
assassinate
pain to
her.
seek violence as the answer.
Decided not to.
He approached Ara, limping to her, and in a pained voice uttered to her a warning.
Ara,
What?
please.
Who are you? Are you okay?
I come from your future. I implore you, do not seek Luna's scepter.
What are you talking about?
Violence and hatred beget violence and hatred. Do not forget. Power will change you. Please, I beg you, do not forget.
Okay. So, will she actually listen to that?
Here's where the cycle begins.
That's Luke Brown.
Strange that it is the same place where the cycle ends.
It could be a satisfying or an unsatisfying ending in a way.
Time is but a river that carves eternity's form, flowing from source to an endless sea of possibilities. Some say destiny is within our reach. Others say all is written. But that is for me to decide.
Oh, I don't know about that. This is Shield of Souls. No lyrics for this one. Just music, I think. Like a credits. Talk about the cast then. We've got Jamie Spencer, the narrator. Julia Parker as Queen Ara. Adam Wade as Yorick. Phil Zale as Dawn. Jai Isla as Roland. Jasmine Kurtz as Lysa. As Akela Erin Redfire, the author. Yeah. We'll start reviewing it in a moment. Let's just listen to this play out. Definitely would be a very cool play, this. Or even, I don't know, a series. It's definitely an RPG, isn't it? Okay, right. I'm assuming it's just silence here. So let's review this project, which is very interesting. And I've never reviewed anything like this before in my life. So, it's going to be an interesting one to try and review. So let's start off, first of all, with the flow of the project. I really enjoyed that the project was interspersed with voice acting, narration, and songs. A combination of the three. There was never a point where I thought, right, we've had too much talking. That was fine. There was only one point where I was like, okay, the song could have been maybe more concise. But mostly the project flowed together to a point where I was never bored. I was never going, oh, I don't know what's going on. It was told in a way that, especially if you've got I've been given a PDF book here to read the lyrics, especially if you've got that with you, it's quite easy to follow, which is good. Which is really good, because it's when you try and build worlds like this, there can be a lot to take in, and it was done in a very, very good way without me having to read a bunch of backstory. You know, like if you ever tried reading the Silmarillion via J.R.R. Tolkien, and there's that whole backstory of this is so and so, son of that, son of that, and you're like, whoa. No, it's done very well. It is done very well, and it's a great kind of stage production feel to it. A musical vibe to it. Lyrically, I'd say it's quite strong. I would say occasionally, though, the lyrics can be, when we go into the tracks, can be a bit wordy, as if we're trying to fit in a bunch of stuff into a song instead of focusing on making it almost a poem in a way. So lyrically worked a lot at the time. Once I wrapped my head around, this is more like a musical, an opera, because it's a rock opera, isn't it? Then it made a bit more sense, and I was like, yeah, no, I get it. They're not supposed to be like songs, but sometimes it felt like someone trying to cram in a whole bunch of stuff into one short segment. Only occasionally, though. Yeah. Artwork, I really enjoy the artwork around the whole thing. You've got this like gem amulet thing on the front cover. It says Artifact. It looks really nice and clean. I like the old leather-bound book feel to it. The accompanying book that I've got here is like old battered pages to it. It's got a really nice aesthetic and an aesthetic of the kind of world that's been tried to build. So really enjoyed the artwork. The production is very strong. Especially the vocals, they come through very nice and clear. There was only one time one vocalist, I think it was Ara, sounded a bit quiet, especially on the more whispered words, which is harder to hear with the music in the background. And you've got to really stand above the sounds when someone's speaking, when it's just music and there's no like lips to read or anything like that. Production was very strong, but the bass for me didn't feel real enough. And if you want to do a rock opera, I'm expecting to hear real bass, real guitar, and I know that takes a bit more time to do. You can do a combination of real bass with the MIDI bass, and that kind of humanizes it a bit. So yeah, that's something to consider. And then the singing was incredible. There was never a moment where the singing I thought was bad in any way. The range of these singers, it's insane. It's so good. So yeah, that is something to really, really be proud of. In fact, the whole project is something to really be proud of. Like, how does one think up this, build it and piece it all together? It must take so much time, so much energy and effort. It is a project to really, really, really be proud of. So if I did have to give a rating to this project overall, I'd probably give it somewhere between 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. It's really, really good. But there are a few aspects that I think just need a bit of tweaking, bit of changing, that would really bring it to that 10 out of 10 for me. But yeah, let me know, guys, what did you think of it? Do you agree with anything I've said? Do you disagree? Let me know. And remember, in a world where everyone wants to be heard and no one's doing the listening, be the one that does the listening. Goodbye, I guess.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.